Elementor are now giving you access to widgets built by the community. When you've opened up Angie, and you got to make sure you got an Elementor.com account, and you now go down to the Angie prompting area, you're going to see a library. You click that and you can access Cloud Library. So these might be widgets, things you've built that you want to have accessible to you no matter what website you go to, and I'll show you that in a moment. But you also have the community library. And by the way, you can access this via a link as well. I'll share that in the video description. So you just click it and it will take you over to this page, and you can now see what is currently being built by the community. Take this one over here. I mean, there's a load on here at the moment, and this will grow. Let's go back to the top over here. We have a 3D cover flow carousel. I'm going to click onto it and it gives me an idea of what you're going to get. So what you could do now is click import to site. And then that will import that entire prompt, and then it builds it out for you. It does use up some credits, obviously, because it's building it out, but that's what it will do. But I'm going to stop this for a moment because I already did it earlier and I made a change to it. I just want to show you, if I go back over to the library, before I clicked into it, there was an option to remix. So if you import, it gives you as it's been built. However, you can still modify it when you are inside of your website and with Angie, and that's what I did with a version of this. But if you just go and click remix, you can go and make your changes. So maybe you want to add in another feature. To be honest, I think you're better off importing it, seeing what it does, and then you can remix. Or if you've got experience or you kind of understand what this is going to look like or what the settings are, then you could just remix it here as well. But I'm going to show you a version of this where I already made those changes. So just to show you the history, this is where it first did the import and it brought it over, and then I asked it to give me a call to action button, which you don't get in this version of the carousel, and to also give me a bit more control over the navigation. And that's exactly what it did. So you got a lot of things inside of this carousel already. And here's a preview of it. Now, you're going to go, well, yeah, I can get this from a third-party plugin or whatever. Well, now you can build it using a prompt from a community library. These are being built by people like us that understand what we want to see on our websites. But the thing missing on here was a call to action button that you might want here. You could either have it on the image slider, but what if you want one beneath the content as well? That's what I did. I asked it to make some changes, and look, it gave me a call to action button. If I just put in a fake link, you can see the button now appears. And I also asked it to give me more styling options with regards to the navigation arrows. And if I go to the style over here, I've also got styling for my button, padding, margin, border radii, background color, text color. And by the way, I can even change how many visible slides there are, so you can make it bigger or smaller. And that was done so quickly when I went to the community library. There's loads of stuff here for you to play around with, and I will be looking a lot more in depth into this and making a few changes if I feel like I need to make them. Now, what if you've gone and created a widget and you want to submit it to the community? So you can submit. It will be reviewed by the Elementor team, and if it's worthy, it will get added here, and your name is made visible as well. So this is big kudos for you. So what you would do is you click add to community. Now, if I go to site, I've been playing around with Angie. I've got quite a few snippets on it. Ignore the fact that I've got a duplicate there because I kind of stopped it earlier when I was going to re-import it. But I could now submit something I've modified or created, go and give it a name and a description, and obviously go and pick your categories. But you will have noticed that there was the option to also add it from your cloud library, and I very quickly want to show you that. At the moment, I've only got one item in my cloud library. That means whenever I've logged into Angie on any website, I can access that particular snippet. So how did I add that snippet to my cloud library? What you want to do is go back into WordPress, go to Angie, go to your code snippets, then go and click edit on any of your snippets that you've created. And then at the top, you got add to community. You go through the same process of submitting it, or you can hit save to cloud library, and that has now been added to my cloud library. So if I was to go and click add to community now, go to cloud library, I should see interactive quiz builder, and there it is. So what's your thoughts? Are you going to be having a look at the community library? Let me know in the comments. I'm Imran Web Squadron. Like, subscribe, share, and follow. Take care. See you soon. Bye.